Yeah, so tell me about the shelter. You've been here for a couple
Well,
nights.
it's really cold, and we can't really be anywhere, so you have to hide in dark, and if dark means cold, this is a godsend. You have somewhere safe to sleep, it's warm, the dogs are well taken care of, we're fed. We have access to a toilet, that's important.
Yes.
And yeah, I mean, there are rules, and they're easy to abide by, it's just typical, normal, everyday stuff, but it's been a blessing. Thank you, God.
Welcome to Module 01, Trauma-Informed Foundations. I'm your instructor, and I'm so glad you're here. This training is your first step in joining our team, and it's foundational to everything we do. By the end of this module, you'll understand why we approach our work the way we do, and you'll gain practical tools you can use from day one. Here's what we'll cover together. First, we'll explore what trauma responses actually look like, and second, the difference between behavior and intent. Third, we'll practice using trauma-informed language. Fourth, how predictability creates safety. And finally, we'll talk about your own growth journey. Before we begin, I want to acknowledge that some of this content may touch on difficult topics. Please take breaks as you need them. You can pause this video anytime and return when you're ready. Let's get started. Let's start with a fundamental truth. Trauma changes how our brains and bodies respond to the world. When someone experiences trauma, their nervous system can become dysregulated. Think of it like a smoke alarm that becomes so sensitive, it goes off even when you're just making toast. The alarm isn't broken. It's doing exactly what it was designed to do, protect you. It's just responding to a perceived threat, even when there isn't one. This shows up in 4 primary ways. Fight looks like anger, aggression, or confrontational behavior. Flight looks like avoidance, leaving situations abruptly or being absent. Freeze looks like shutting down, going quiet, or seeming unable to act. Fawn looks like people-pleasing, over-apologizing, or immediately agreeing to everything. Here's what's crucial to understand. These are survival responses, not choices. They're automatic. They're the brain trying to keep the person safe based on past experiences. Let me give you a real example. Imagine someone comes to your service desk and becomes very agitated when you ask for their ID. Your first thought might be, why are they being so difficult? But what if showing identification led to something harmful in their past? When you recognize these responses, your approach shifts from frustration to curiosity and compassion. Now we come to one of the most powerful tools in trauma-informed practice, separating behavior from intent. Here's what usually happens. We see a behavior, and our brain instantly creates a story about why it's happening. Someone doesn't make eye contact, and we think they're being disrespectful. But here's the problem. We're making assumptions. We're mind-reading. And we're usually wrong. Trauma-informed practice asks you to 1. Observe the actual behavior without interpretation. 2. Get curious about what might be driving it. 3. Separate the person's worth from their actions. Let's practice. Instead of thinking, she's being manipulative, we observe. She's asking the same question multiple times. Then we get curious. Is she anxious about the outcome? Instead of thinking, he's being aggressive, we observe. He's speaking loudly and moving toward me. Then we consider, is he scared? Does he feel unheard? This shift does 2 critical things. First, it opens the door for real problem solving. Second, and this is vital for you, it protects you from burnout. This isn't about excusing harmful behavior. We still maintain boundaries, but we do it from a place of understanding, not judgment. Words matter. The language we use can either open doors or close them. It can honor dignity or diminish it. Trauma-informed language starts with a simple but powerful shift from what's wrong with you to what happened to you and what do you need. Let's look at person-first language. Instead of a homeless person, we say a person experiencing homelessness because the person comes first always. Next, observational language. Instead of he's being non-compliant, we say he's having difficulty with his instruction, or He chose not to follow this guideline. Finally, strengths-based language. Instead of "she failed to complete the program," we say "she participated in the program for 3 weeks." We acknowledge effort. Notice the pattern? We're removing labels. We're stating facts. We're acknowledging effort. We're maintaining dignity. Here's your guideline. If you wouldn't want someone to use that word about you or someone you love, don't use it about the people you serve. Imagine living in a world where you never knew what would happen next, where the rules changed without warning, where safety was never guaranteed. For many people we serve, this has been their reality. And when life has been unpredictable, the brain goes into constant alert mode. It's exhausting. This is where you come in. Predictability is one of the most powerful safety tools you have. When you create structure, you're saying, "You're safe here." What does predictability look like? Consistent processes. The way someone checks in on Monday is the same as Friday. Clear communication. Here's exactly what will happen next. Following through. If you say you'll call at 2 p.m., you call at 2 p.m. Explaining changes. When something changes, explain why and what the new expectation is. Visible structure. Post schedules. Use consistent signage. Create clear pathways through your space. Predictability reduces anxiety. Think about your specific role. What are 2 or 3 ways you can build predictability into your daily interactions? Write those down. We've covered a lot of ground together. Now I want to talk about the most important tool you have, you. Trauma-informed practice isn't just about what you know. It's about who you are and how you show up. That requires ongoing self-awareness. Your commitment means asking, what are my triggers? What are my biases? What are my limits? And crucially, how am I caring for myself? This isn't optional. It's a professional responsibility. When you're not aware of your own state, you risk causing harm, even unintentionally, and you risk burning out. Let's review. You understand trauma responses are survival mechanisms. You can separate behavior from intent. You use language that honors dignity, and you create safety through predictability. Your next steps, you're cleared to begin Module 02. You can start supervised interaction. Before you finish, please complete the brief assessment to confirm your understanding. Thank you for your commitment to this work and to the people we serve. What you've learned today is the foundation of hope. Welcome to the team.